ASCI, the greatest library of this world. So I kind of accidentally got myself in this endgame area, so we gotta go for some easier puzzles in this pack. Like, we've already done enough open world rule discovery in the last part, so we just need to find our way back and do some of the puzzles we couldn't before, including going all the way back to the left areas, because I remember there were some X's. And we learned, yeah, here's one. We learned these mechanics completely now. Alright, so, let's start from here. 0, a 1 that's not on right now. A inverted 0, so do the inverted 0 operation on all of these. Now we have a 1 that faces the left and disables that, but doesn't matter, it disables that. A 0, another inverted 0. This 1 is currently not on, so we don't activate it. This one is on, though, so we do it, and do the 0. This 1 toggles here, inverted 0, and... oh, looks like we already got it, because this would have canceled this tile anyway. Alright, gives us this. And the left area, we need to finish it up. So this, which technically I know how to do this now, but there's some stuff in the yellow area that I still haven't done. In the yellow, as in the area underneath here, there's an area below that's colored, that's a completely different color scheme. Man, it'll probably be more interesting to do this first. I can always do that yellow stuff later. Okay, so let's do this. So the inverted 1, the mechanic which we learned in part 1 is here. Okay, now this will copy the 0, so it's an inverted 0, inverted 0. Do this one, copy the inverted 1 that's facing down. 0, 1, 1. Copying this 1 will face upwards. 0. Copy the 0, which is inverted here, here. Copy another inverted 0. There we go. Okay. Now we have a choice of where to go. Let's go down. Seriously? Why? It's just a door, alright. How about up? Oh, come on. It's a symbol we don't know yet. We don't know what that does, although the zeros in this area certainly looks oddly Picrossy or nonogrammy. It's weird that symbol always has looked diagonal so far. I don't know what to make of it. Here's a simpler puzzle with the diagonal. Oh my, this is not... oh my god. Is this supposed to be a good thing that it's overtaken by vines or something? We got more suspiciously potentially environmentals here. Okay, this is the simplest puzzle so far that I've seen with this mechanic, and I still don't actually know what it is. Well, so what I did there was just emulating what would happen if this weird symbol wasn't here. I don't know what it is. Ugh. Okay, we're clearly copying that. There we go. So it's copying the arrows make it super obvious that this is being copied over, like specifically the, you know, the cells that actually have eggplants in them, wherever those are. And, you know, there's nothing on the right side. Maybe it's a little suspicious that there could be something there. Anyway, let's solve that puzzle. Oh, okay, wait. Is this the more obviously environmental? Okay, so what I did there is there's actually 2 of these. There's one at the top left and the bottom left, and I copied both of them and combined them together to make the final grid. So we'll do that here as well. So copy the top right of the, you know, that's showing me, and then do this, which also inverts some of them. That works. Okay. I bet the stick will be a form of top leftiness, right? Because I see this, but I bet you'll need to, like, rotate it around in order to get the thing that you actually need. So what does that look like? It looks like... there. I truly advanced that battle. Anyway. See, are these vines good? Like, is this the flower bed going as planned, or is it not themed that way? Do these matter? Like, these kind of overlap. There's a grid in here. Wait, was there a grid in the top area as well? I think this is, like, well disguised. But we copy, like, I'm copying the thing over here. And then I'm gonna copy the thing on the right. So we're... that didn't work. Maybe invert them all? Or, I don't know. There's just the... I missed... There is a grid up here. Okay. That did work. Okay, so I can basically just combine those and only pick the ones with the apples on them, not the vines. Like, the vines don't matter, it's just about the apples. I think they're apples underneath there, because what else would they be? But that just leads, like, do I have its inverse these or something? Because I tried this, and unless I messed up the input... Oh, there's an inversion! Whoops, well, that didn't help. Or is it upside down from what I expected? There's also apples around here, which, like, I don't know if they mean anything or if they're useful at all. Or maybe it's about the vines in this time instead, I don't know. If it's about the vines... So I'm trying to copy the vines this time. That didn't work. Inverting all didn't work. Alright, let's upside down the apples, see if we get anywhere that way. So that would look like... that, which doesn't work. I don't know. Apple pie. I don't know what's wrong with that or why it doesn't seem to work. Maybe we'll find some different examples elsewhere, I don't know. Hello there, young one. Have you come to see these beautiful gardens before the world ends? Many have done so before the abyss takes them. For those who've gathered orange and green wisdom, a patch of flowers show a key used where the waterway ends. I don't know if I have green wisdom, but I've seen a lot of orange zone. Also, I get it. Well, I don't know, because actually we've used that we brute forced that combination in episode 1 to get to an area we weren't supposed to be at, and we didn't know enough of the symbols to really use it. But I actually do know what area that refers to. Really? I guess this is blocked. Looks like a dead end then. Is it a dead end? Oh god. But what can you do? Why is this a place? Wait, this is actually one of the most strange places. Maybe there's something on the overworld that might affect it or something secret like that, but... Actually, like, what is going on? There's no other exit in this level. What? Okay. Let's get out of that grenade-shaped lake. Why does it look... Oh my god. Well, I must have done something wrong, because there's actually sticks at the bottom of these. It's hard to see, but... there are sticks that represent that this should be turned upside down. And I just failed to do the upside down transformation properly. Okay, so we actually had to do that, this, there we go. It was all upside down, but I freaking flipped it vertically instead of upside downing it. Alright, there we go. Okay, we should be able to do this. We have one that disables this symbol and toggles it, invert, toggle that. Okay, so now this 0 is disabled, so we don't do it. This one goes here. This is a disabled symbol. This goes here. This is disabled, so we don't do it. This 0 is inverting everything, though, so we do that. This 0 also inverts everything, and should be done. There we go. Okay. And we're back here. Wait. What? How are we gonna access this? Maybe it comes from the yellow area? Okay, let's... I thought I made a complete ring around the green. So there should be no area that I don't know about in Greenland. Okay, to the left land we go. So this is an area I've already explored in part 2, but we got roadblocked at some point. Because there were some X's, and we didn't... Well, we did figure them out. Oh, shoot. Was there a 5x5? Oh, God. There could have been an environment 5x5 in somewhere. Anyway. Should be down here. We have this symbol again. We have X's. Oh, did I remember that it had this symbol? Because we still know what it is. We can attempt the rest of this puzzle. I'm just going to do the entire rest of this puzzle now. Disables this. This goes up and disables up, doesn't matter. This goes up. This goes here. Wait, that should be disabled. This, okay. We don't do the effect of the symbol. This copies a one that's facing this way. This looks like nothing. This looks like a rightward symbol. Left. Okay, so this, I believe this is the way that this looks until you take into account this bottom right symbol, which I don't know what it does. I still don't know what it does. So all this is just guessing at this point, and not very effective guessing at that. Archbishop movement. But old chess battle advanced Archbishop. Man. Wow, I don't... Well, it was completely unhelpful to come here, I guess. And then there's this stuff. I don't... Maybe I know more. Like, in the last part, I wasn't completely sure if there was an ordering, but it turns out there was, in fact, an ordering. So now, all of a sudden, the fact that we have these arrowed puzzles might mean something now. It would be reasonable to assume this is where the puzzle would start, maybe? Okay, so let's do it by reading order, but instead read, like, from these columns to the left. So this would be like a rotated version of standard reading order. So let's do it. Here, this copies a 1 that faces up, but it's a dotted symbol. This is not dotted, so we don't do anything. Wait, also, I messed it up. This 1 looks at this, and then it's actually on. So we do that. Okay. Same situation there. Now this faces it down, which is disabled, so we don't do anything. It's also disabled, so we don't do anything. It's also disabled, so we... is this wrong? Seeing a lot of disabled symbols here. In fact, the entire area here should be disabled. I'm reading this. Disabled. Okay, but this is actually on, because this is copying the symbol that's looking down, so toggle that. That row still works as usual. I'm thinking I'm correct with the idea. It's just like the reading order is changed. Okay, so 1 facing down means activate it. This is copying a symbol to the left, but there is no symbol to the left, so don't do anything. Okay, now, next row... Well, not next row. Next column should be this column. So we copy a 1 that's pointing down. Do that twice for this row. Okay. 1... This does nothing because it's not on right now. But this copies another thing that's not on. So nothing happens here. This is once again copying symbols that have the dot on them, so they're disabled, disabled, disabled. This is copying a dot. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we have these. Okay, the first symbol is the thing with the dot on it, but is currently not on, so nothing should happen. Okay, nothing happens there. Okay, the first thing that ever happens is we activate this symbol, which is to look at the left one and toggle it. Those are disabled. Okay, then on to the third column. 1 point to the left. This is off, on. Alright, fourth column. This is off, off, off. Okay. There's a lot that isn't on. There we go. Okay. Now here we have this... This looks like this... This is the same layout, but with disablements instead. Alright, so the way this works... This, and this. But this is nothing because this is a dot on it, and dots only activate if the thing is on, which it's currently not on. Okay. Now we have these, but all of these have been disabled because they've been hit by X's, so nothing happens. Go here. Okay, now, look at the third column. Alright, toggle that. Toggle that. This does nothing because we've disabled in the previous column. Okay, this has been disabled. This needs to turn on. Okay, looks like we did it without even having to look at this column, because this column apparently did nothing at all. Okay. So we learned what those are. We changed the reading order. Oh, hey, how are you today? Chess battle advanced. You know, maybe this isn't a good idea. It's like, it takes a long time to go between these areas, but by the way, this is not an endgame area. This is like the very start of the game. But I figure I might as well return here. So in this area, we were able to put boxes in this location. Technically, this is when we were supposed to learn that hint in the green area, because that's the same thing that we're using for this 3x3, but we brute forced it last time. Anyway, if you enter that, you enter this area. And I remember brute force... Yeah, I mean... So, now that we know what the symbols... Now that we know they're parsed from top to bottom, left to right, it's interesting that, like, it seems to just be one square of modification. But now we have no visual for it. Although, we can now do this puzzle in the middle. So that's really good, right? So what this does is 1, you do that. Now, it's from top to bottom, left to right. So you go across the entire first row. I did this one, which is pointing down, so we activate that symbol. A dot, a dot, a dot, a dot, a dot, a dot, a dot. But you don't activate it if the tile is off at the point that you're looking at the dot. So now, this is on, so this is the first thing you actually do. Okay. So you're going to continue that pattern for the whole way through. Okay. Now we go to the third row. But that is disabled the dot that I'm standing on now, so I don't do its effect. Here's the next symbol. Do its effect. Skip. This is on, so do its effect. This is off now, so we just go proceed to the next. Okay, and for the final row, this is on, so do the inverted zero effect. Skip, skip. This is on. This is on as well. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Wait, we got that, but does anything happen here? Hold on. Let's intentionally mess that up. Oh, no! That means that we don't get a clue about what this is, right? Oh! Hey, brute force did it. Okay, so there were two separate puzzles. What could that mean? This is like, these are the smallest puzzles with this weird smile, so I still don't know what it actually is. One in the corner is a really strange part of these. Like, it doesn't do anything. It looks that it's not supposed to do anything, the one in the corner here. Like, does it flip the state of the board, or... Just get solve credit for these. And try to understand what's happening here. So... by standard ruling, you would do this for the ones, then you get to this symbol and something happens that makes it flip to this. But maybe flip is not the correct interpretation, I don't know. I as well get solve credit for that, but... this sucks. This sucks. I don't actually know. Like, what could explain this turning into this? Maybe gravity, maybe falling also? That doesn't explain why it turns on itself here, with seemingly. I sure hope that there are other examples elsewhere of this mechanic that... I'll just go back up. You know, there was still this ominous area down here. Always be... and it's like, what? Always be on the lookout of blah blah blah? And we have these potentially weird shapes. This early area also has potential to have secret things, but we just don't know enough of them, I guess. Well, this is the entrance of the second area, is what I would say. I'm just looking through it and exploring more of it right now until we find some that we don't know. Or maybe couldn't have solved before. But currently all of this is not new to me. Did we ever go up in this? Ah. Okay. We know this now. It just disables the thing. So, you know, let's just continue on. One down. Okay. One here, and those will also be disabled. Go up. This is disabled now. All these are disabled. Here, here. We don't toggle this one because this symbol's already disabled. Oh no, I messed something up. Oh my god! Yeah, this is a normal one, not a disabling one, so I'm supposed to actually do that one's... Okay. There you go. Now let's claim the win credit. There we go. So, this place is somewhere that we haven't been. Well, I mean, we have been there, but we just didn't know what the heck to do in it. Maybe we'll know more now? But this place was pretty intimidating. It's still called a captial, whatever that is. I may have not explored each side, though. I mean, here's another... Oh, it's conveyor belt land that we actually know how to do now, because I've completely been confident in reading order. So... It's funny. This probably maybe was supposed to be a tutorial issue. I don't know, but it's way too far away from any mechanic that cares about ordering. And the tutorial area of the zone that cared about ordering for me to think that. Anyway, so the first column, I use this one, but then I don't use the dotted symbols at all, because they're not on. Activate that one, as well as this. That one's facing down, everything is correct here. Okay, now, we're on this column, we go here. This is a dotted symbol, so nothing happens. Okay, this column now. 0, so no effect. 1 goes here. A dotted symbol, so nothing happens. A dotted symbol, so nothing happens. A 1, and there we go. Did we ever go down from here? This leads to more conveyor mess. Oh, am I forced on? I cannot move when I'm on the conveyor belt. Dude, there's an entire underground that I guess I just never went. I can't... What? Okay, no, this is not real. Hard to see because it's blue versus black. But, okay. But wait, I hope there's not... This could maybe be in the wrong place. Okay, well, I don't know if the lamps are meant to establish some sort of ordering and upside downiness, but let's just say the puzzle is right side up for now. So let's do that. This is nothing. This 0 is activated, and this 1 hits. Then this 0 is activated, and this 1 hits. There we go. So the puzzle is right side up, but it may not be true, you know, the whole time. Okay? Excuse me. Why darkness? Why this? Why all this? Oh my god, you can barely see that. I can barely see the A. Anyway, funnily enough, this is not the first time in the pack that I've seen the A and the B, but this is the first time I'm doing a puzzle about it, since I left that area immediately because it seemed too advanced. So, I would assume A comes first. We are going to do the operations of A now. Maybe I should copy into the grid? That would look like... Okay, so we have this, and then that disables that, so we're not going to do its effect. This is a... hard to tell. Dotted one, and dotted symbols don't happen. Okay, do that, and now the bottom section with just inverted zeros. There we go. Another puzzle-less area, seemingly. Well, but there's conveyors and water, as if, like, maybe there's some box we could use to clear it. Oh, books. Good to see you, hero. You've come to the world after it died. It's a shame, isn't it? You'll never know the world as it once was. You'll only hear the distortions of the broken people. Wow, it's like society. What? 5-letter codes and nonsense symbols. What does this game think it is? Reliquia Park? As if this game has a fast travel. Okay, so we're on this side of the conveyors, which, by the way, no. Something went wrong there. What the hell? Yeah, undo. What? Really? Really? There should be a way for me to, like, what, probably get boxes in here so that I can block the path and not just go back. I can think of a way to get some boxes involved, but not the right ones. There's a separate path, but it doesn't let me mess with the boxes at all. Undo. Okay, let's try to explore the secondary path. Well, can't do that now. I'll have to go all the way around, if that's even a good idea. This is like, this should be the most exclusive area of them. Not by much, but still. What a freaking tease. And yes, I am aware you can exit and re-enter from the left area to get access to some boxes, okay? Might as well test that. Though I don't expect any results. It's just gonna act, you know, that's just how boxes work normally. It doesn't give me any new movement, I think. Ugh. Wow, I don't know if the right area is a tease or what. However, we still haven't fully explored this underground, so there can be more. There's a box set up here. So you can go in here and enter, like, the right area. Oh, that's not what I expected. Well, we should know this mechanic, even though we've never actually seen it. It doesn't seem like it's actually going to be hard. So it's a 1, but does that... I bet that will disable everything. The standard operation of that number, inverted 1, is to go and toggle everything, but with the X on it, will probably disable everything as well. Alright, this is a dotted one, so also trigger that. Okay, 0. This is a dotted 0, so that's fine. Now we don't trigger this mechanic. Toggle all this. It happens that this disabler is off, so we don't do it. Wait, is that right? I don't think it's right. It's no. We do it. This is a disabler, not a dotted, so we do its effect. Although we will not be able to see the disablement because we're doing it in reading order. Okay, this one will act as normal. This is a dotted, so nothing happens. An inverted. A dotted, nothing happens. Nothing happens here. A dotted, so nothing happens. And... oh, man, I'm an idiot. I managed to completely ignore this. This is a huge problem. Attention deficits. Anyway, we do the puzzle from here and read right to left. I guess a lot's being disabled, huh? Dotted 0, toggle this. This 0 never happens. There we go. Wait, Woodside? Oh, come on! It's strange that even in this dark world, some things can still grow, even though plant life is only dim now. Hey, it's okay, dear. I'll be okay, I'm here. We aren't making it out. Well, I don't know why you decided to go in like one of the deepest region. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we don't have the info to do this, and probably each of them will correspond to a column. I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, there's no hints in the walls that are just black on blue, so we might just need the info from elsewhere. I mean, let's just continue exploring. And yes, we're gonna have to re-input that puzzle because this just loves to spaghettify you. Anyway, there's supposed to be a subway system. Here's a different A and B, which makes you wonder about the other. But yeah, maybe that's interesting because in this puzzle, there's a whole area that's not used up here, unless it's copied twicely. Puzzles. However, we're gonna assume it's not, and we're just gonna act out the symbols as if there's nothing in the top left corner. So then the next is the diagonal one, which will look that way. Okay, now we look at A. A does this. Nothing here, but then for this symbol, it goes here. Okay, now we're looking at a B symbol. Okay, back to A. This is on, so this should be on, and this should be on. Okay. There is no useful symbol back in B anymore. Did I mess something up? Oh, they're inverted outlines, which should mean something. Okay, hold on. Okay, that means that I need to do this and this. That didn't work at all. What? But we were supposed to do that. Oh god. What happened there? I didn't do the symbol here. I didn't do the symbol that corresponds with the one facing upwards. Isn't it on by the time that I go here? CBA. And we also have to do this, which is also parsing from an odd direction. It's like obscured because it's underneath grass. Very, very slightly obscured. Okay. Here, this is dotted so nothing happens. Same here. Dotted. Okay, 1, so we toggle that off. Okay, next column. 0, this 1. Dotted, something happens. Dotted. Boom. Okay. However, we don't get a permanent gate open. Oh my god, another one of these symbols which you don't know about. High up on the wall is a strange scrawl, but here you're too small to look high up. A shame, because those cave walls are super tall. Seems real. Is that a wall? I thought it was a river. If this is a cave wall, how did that happen? There's no way I know enough about that symbol in order to say anything about it. And okay, this is the area I was hoping to... Isn't it funny how much people like to blame the royals? Is the commonly accepted reason behind the city's death. A friend of mine lost his wife and still doesn't blame royals. Don't blame things on LL. It made this tract okay. Anyway, what a joke this is. Cool shortcut. Very accessible. In the previous part, I managed to get to this area from the other side, and yet I still didn't... Like, I don't think there's anything here, and besides, it is a major joke design, even if this isn't, because, oh, you gotta remember that the, I don't know, train carts are like this. I clearly didn't even remember it when I was doing it in the shot. This is, of course, assuming this is even relevant and part of it at all. Maybe just fill in every bit that resembles the thing on the right side of the screen. Nope. Maybe ignore the train cars. Nope. Well, what the hell? I can't use this shortcut despite being on both sides of it. Can I push you into the water instead? That'll also work as a shortcut. I sure hope this place has a tutorial for that strange diagonal symbol I've been seeing. Also, once again, there's certainly nothing. Can't see. Does the train picture still fit in this? It's probably completely irrelevant. But why'd you make it the exact same grid size? Anyway. Speaking Spanish. Oh yeah, did I ever go up? Let's go this way. Oh my god! Is there a puzzle where the secret message is underneath some water or something? Imagine that the left side of this gives us all the passwords that we would ever need. Okay, so, I love the cool lamplight of the well. It's the last thing I want to see before the abyss takes me. Well, this would have a far better pun meaning if you didn't put two Is there a reason that, like, normally the last thing you want to see is the lamp in the corner, but in this one there's two corners for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so what? We do the effect of the 0. We do the effect of... So these are copying symbols, we know that from part 2. This is an infinite loop of copying. This very tile right here will will face right and copy this facing down. It'll then copy this facing left, but that just gives another facing down symbol. So I bet nothing happens during infinite loop, like, logic like that. Okay, this one successfully resolves to the 0, so let's do that. Now the 0 goes there. The 0 is still active. This faces left, so okay. This also faces left. Okay, but it infinite loops while facing left, so nothing happens. Same for here. This will copy a 0. This will copy a facing left, which does happen to resolve. And now we're screwed because we don't know what the hell the bottom left, bottom right symbol does at all. Magic mushrooms, goodbye.